Greetings commanders, while we are waiting for update 1.4, which will bring us 3 new ships and close quarter combat, which will include additional ship only for CQC. And as my previous Imperial Clipper review is clearly outdated, I've decided to make a new one. Well, I made previous review in Standard Beta 3, and there are some serious changes done to Clipper. The biggest change is internal compartment size 7 being added, and that effectively doubled cargo size. Also, can fit class 7 shields on Clipper. But still, Clipper has weaker shields than Vulture, Python and Fer-de-Lance. However, Clipper is not that limited by power plant, unlike Vulture and Fer-de-Lance. So let's take a look at new Clipper. The price is same 22 million without discounts. Combat variant maximum speed is around 341 meters per second, boost 430 meters, making it one of the fastest ships in the game. Clipper can do 360-degree pitch in 8.25 seconds, so it's very agile. Hull mass is 400 tons, same as Anaconda. It's very wide and it requires large landing pad. It has 4 utility mounts, 2 medium and 2 large hardpoints. And maximum cargo capacity now is 248. Jump range maximum is around 26 light years. So it is probably the best ship in its price range for trading now, if you trade between stations. It is very agile for its mass, and if you are like me and like to use your ship as a weapon itself, it's a perfect ship. Hardpoint locations are not good for fixed weapons, because they are located on your wings, so there's a huge gap between them. You can use one fixed weapon of your choice effectively, other 3 should be gimbaled, or all 4 gimbaled, whatever works best for you. But I usually have one fixed thermal weapon, 1 gimbaled, and 2 gimbaled projectile weapons, or 3 gimbaled projectile weapons. Anyway, you can have 1 fixed and 3 gimbaled easily. And obviously you can use turrets, if you like them. There are no significant power issues for this ship, so you don't have to compromise that much, not like Vulture or Fer-de-Lance. And if you are interested in comparison between Clipper, Vulture, Fer-de-Lance and Python, make sure you watch this video till the end, because I will take a look at 4 ships. Clipper has probably the best cockpit view from all ships so far in the game. You can capture videos through front view very easily. You don't need that anymore with debug camera, but it's still a nice feature. And by design, Imperial Clipper is used to transport valuable items and personnel through the galaxy, with style, with speed and with safety, because almost nothing can catch up with Clipper. It's just too fast. In my opinion, Clipper is best ship for PvP. It's good for fighting, it's good for piracy, it's good for bounty hunting, because it's fast, it has a lot of firepower, it has reasonably good shields, and high enough mass so you can ram other ships. And Imperial Clipper will mass lock other Imperial Clipper, obviously, Fer-de-Lance, Asp, Type 7, Type 6, Vulture, Cobra, Diamondbacks and smaller ships. It will not mass lock only Federal Dropship, Orca, Type 9, Python and Anaconda. That's why this ship is very useful for pirates who are after Type 6, Type 7 and Asps. And probably to date, Imperial Clipper is the best looking ship in the game that you can fly. Let's hope that will change soon. Let's take a look at Imperial Clipper cockpit. Like I said, it's one of the best, if not the best looking cockpits in the game so far. The visibility is perfect. There's a lot of unobstructed view in front of you and slightly above the center of your field of view. On the left you can see second pilot's seat, so it's a two-seater. The cockpit is big, it's a large ship, and Clipper requires large landing pad, so you can't land this ship on outpost now. And it really feels like it's made from expensive materials, and it really feels luxury. And that's why I prefer Clipper for PvP. One good collision and Vulture has 51% hull remaining. 4 pips to engines, and Vulture has almost no chance on escape. We don't even need to blow up our plant.
Target shields online. Target shields offline. Target
And oh yeah, there are actually Anaconda. No.
I'm coming.
Okay, they're shooting already.
They're shooting hype and very fast.
Yeah.
I mean,
power plant capacity exceeded.
I will go for Anaconda.
Are there 3 of them?
Yeah,
I'm turning around.
Fer-de-Lance Courier and Anaconda.
Guy, where are you?
Here. I'm an Anaconda.
Under attack.
What was that?
They both are attacking you.
Hi, Koran.
Under attack.
Heiko is helping me. We want to get this Anaconda. Almost shields down. Heiko, run!
Target shields offline.
We will get him.
Yes, shields down. Because of your help, those guys are busy only with you. So I'm free to do whatever I want with Anaconda.
Hi, we are low on hull.
Yeah, I don't care now. By charging?
Too late.
How many of them are there?
I'm dead.
Heiko is destroyed.
Yep, I wanted too much.
14%.
Did you get him?
Almost. 0%! Yeah!
At least, yeah.
Target shields online.
And
This was good.
you destroyed Anaconda?
Yep. Yeah, I was staying a little bit longer than I should. Just because I want to have that guy. I rammed him again before I left.
Okay, and beside Anacondas there are here in Fer-de-Lance as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and they are running. So combat variant of my Clipper has maximum speed of 341, boost 430. It does 360-degree pitching in 8.25 seconds. Max jump range is 15.42 light years. Shields 551, armor 945, hull mass 400 tons, same as Anaconda. 4 utility mounts, 2 medium and 2 large hardpoints. And selling price of my ship is 136 million. So let's go to outfitting and see what I have there. I have 3 gimbaled cannons and 1 fixed pulse laser. You can have 1 fixed and 1 gimbaled pulse laser in example and 2 gimbaled cannons or 4 gimbaled weapons of your choice. Obviously you can even have 4 turrets if you are into turrets. I'm really not. And to have best possible shields, I have 4 shield boosters. 4 best shield boosters. I have mirrored armor because it's best against thermal weapons, and if you can afford, it's best overall armor. Class 6 power plant, class 6 thrusters, class 5 frameshift drive, life support, class 6 power distributor, class 5 sensors, class 4 fuel tank, and of course class 7 compartment I use for shield generator. Also it's important to have shield cell banks. I have 1 class 6, 2 class 4 and 1 class 3. Fuel scoop, frameshift drive, interdictor. Now let's compare Imperial Clipper with Vulture, Python and Fer-de-Lance. And let's start with price. From price alone you can see that Imperial Clipper and Vulture are cheapest ships. Vulture being number 1, Clipper number 2. Python and Fer-de-Lance actually are very similar priced, 57 and 51 mil. And if you are lucky you can buy those ships at discounts, after community goals, or at Founders World with 10% discount. Internal compartments. As you see, Python and Clipper wins by huge margin. 292 at 248. Vulture and Fer-de-Lance have very few internal compartments. Speed. Fastest is Imperial Clipper. Then Fer-de-Lance, Python and Vulture being the slowest. However, if we speak about agility, I would say that Vulture and Clipper are agile ships. Also Fer-de-Lance is very agile, while Python is not so much, but still it's not big difference. If you know what you're doing, you can use all those ships effectively even against Vipers, Cobras and other small ships. Weapons. Imperial Clipper has 2 medium, 2 large, Vulture only 2 large, Python 2 medium, 3 large, and Fer-de-Lance 1 huge and 4 medium. I would still say that huge hardpoints for now are pretty much useless. So all in all, Fer-de-Lance and Imperial Clipper has very similar firepower. Python wins hands down and Vulture loses hands up. Shields. From base values, Fer-de-Lance can have the biggest and strongest shields. Then Python, Vulture and Clipper. However, Vulture and Fer-de-Lance has huge power issues, so I would say that all in reality, Python, Fer-de-Lance and Vulture will have very similar shields. I would even say that Python probably will have better shields than Fer-de-Lance. It really depends on loadouts. But I would just rate them by shield strength. So Fer-de-Lance best, then Python with Vulture almost same, and Imperial Clipper mass. Imperial Clipper is as heavy as Anaconda. Vulture is lightest, then Fer-de-Lance and Python. This actually is very important if you are planning to use your ship as a weapon itself. And with 400-ton mass, Clipper is very good at destroying enemies just by ramming them. Now about power plant. I am not giving exact numbers, but just my opinion. Python, no power issues whatsoever. You can even fit prismatic shield generator on Python. Imperial Clipper also have some issues with power, but not big enough. That can't be said about Vulture and Fer-de-Lance, which both have huge power issues. You can't fit beam lasers, railguns, shield boosters. Vulture being probably the worst. You can't even have all best modules and couple of power hungry weapons on it. So Python is a winner. Clipper number 2, Fer-de-Lance and Vulture being the last. Jump range. Python has the best jump range, followed by Imperial Clipper, and Vulture with Fer-de-Lance have not so good jump range. These are maximum numbers, so if you equip your ship with best bulkheads, best weapons, best modules, an example, Fer-de-Lance will have jump range around 13 light years. But if you consider this only from pure combat perspective, you don't really care that much about jump range. And total. The winner is Python, which is not surprising, because it's multi-purpose ship. However, second place is Clipper, which I would prefer much more over Python if we are not talking about NPCs. If we are talking about trading or NPCs, Python wins hands down. Also, Python is very good at doing missions, naval progression missions. However, if we are talking about PvP, Imperial Clipper is my top choice always. Fer-de-Lance being number 3 and Vulture being the last ship I would choose. It's just too small. I know this is very subjective, but I think these numbers give you some perspective on stuff.